Fire it up, Kala. I'll radio you from the other side.
Are you really about to offer yourself up as a guinea pig for an untested technology? This is insanity.
Nothing ever gets accomplished by not taking chances, Hive.
You can tell when you can fly through by the sparks.
Sounds fancy. Let's do it.
this would end in disaster, you have been transported to a planet interior, never to find your way out again, and you will die here. Ha! I was right.
All right, Hive. No need to be so happy about it. Does anyone read me? No response. Where the heck are we? Let's just take a little look around and see if there's a way out.
She tricked you. The blue alien has achieved its deception.
I'm pretty sure that's not what happened, Hive. There must have been a miscalibration somehow. I mean, I did change location at least, and I am in one piece. Hey, you know what? The wildlife in here's familiar. I'll be damned if I'm not somewhere back in the Kaid Nebula.
The blue alien will have morphed into its true hideous self and consumed all of your companions by now.
Seriously, Hive, get a grip. I didn't know you were imbued with so much imagination.
I am only stating possibilities.
You are enjoying my predicament way too much. At least the radio silence gives me some time to think about things. I mean, none of this is how I expected it to turn out. You know what I'm talking about, Hive?
I have not the foggiest.
I feel things have changed. All I cared about to start with was getting out of the DMZ, but I only seem to be becoming more embroiled in it.
You are certainly deeply entangled in the political intrigues of the region, although I am certain you could still extricate yourself.
Yeah, sure, but to what end? What would be the consequences of that? The more I think about it, the more I realize that my commitments are here. In the Beltigrades, in the DMZ. Afraid a load of Viridium might get me back to the homeworlds and in a very luxurious condition. But would I really be happy with myself?
Happiness. Oh, dear. Every philosophical discussion with a human always comes to this.
You know what, Hive?
More existential musings. Will it be like this until you starve to death?
There's a way out of here. I'm sure of it. But no matter what happens next, all I know is that I can't let my friends down. I have the feeling they're all counting on me. But I just can't figure out what the right thing to do is at this juncture.
vulnerable.
Things are looking up, Hive. I think I see light at the end of the tunnel.
So soon? Humans often mention such a thing when they are near the end.
No, I'm not speaking metaphorically. I really think I see a way out. Huh, look at that. It's where we picked up Kala and Eduardo. Anyone back at base reading me?
There you are, Clico. Something went wrong.
You're telling me, Kala. We ended up right next to your escape pod.
Ah, Toka. I think I know the reason. There are no other rips or connections yet, except for the ones on my ship.
Adam, I believe this may have been caused by the lack of reference points in the cluster. Kala seems to have expected there to be other points. The the experiment sent you to your present location because there was a very slight reference signal emanating from the cube within the escape pod Kala traveled in. If you can retrieve it, we will be able to calibrate a more exact travel and create more reference points where we go.
Okay, let's try that. If we can get this to work without being transported into a sun's core, this tech could really be a game changer. Let's see. There. Okay, I got Kala's cube.
Adam, there is another matter.
Go ahead.
Kala is quite upset by this turn of events. She is confused as to why no reference points exist in this end of the galaxy. This must mean that she is a lot further from her homeworld than she first thought.
Well, do your best to comfort her and let her know that we'll do what we can to help her find her way home. So, Kala, are you feeling okay? What would we need to do next?
We will make new rips and connections.
From what I've gathered, this works a bit like the Einstein-Rosen bridge.
Toka, it's not a bridge, but a fold. Or a rip, Kliko.
We'll get there. But right now, I think I'll have to use conventional means to reach the Commissioner's location. I've left her hanging. I bet she'll be pissed. This fast travel technology is too promising to pass up. Let's try to open up some routes, or rips, when we assemble the parts we need.
You are seriously going to attempt that folly? Again?
It might just be the insurance we need to get out of the DMZ if everything goes south. Time to face the music. Patch me through to the Commissioner.
First you tell me it's important, and then you don't show up.
Yeah, look, I got sidetracked. Are you still at the coords you gave me?
Of course not. I'm on the move again. Tell me your current location, and perhaps we can meet at a convenient point midway.
I'm near Aethor, in the Kait Nebula.
Well, I'm not bringing my cruiser in there with those lunatics at large. Meet me at the abandoned jump gate in Zarkov. Don't keep me waiting.
You got it.
Adam, before you proceed to the Commissioner's location, I would like to request that I accompany you to the meeting.
Actually, Tareen, that might not be a bad idea. I think she needs to get the bigger picture on this. Although I think Hawk knows a lot of the DMZ's secrets, an Okar perspective might be what she needs. Why don't you fill me in a little more on the significance of this comet?
Eshahar is of great importance, and its passage signals the beginning of a season of ritual festivities on our home planets.
we are. Let's see what the Commissioner has to say about all this.
Adam, I must admit I have some trepidation about how events appear to be escalating.
As far as I can make out, Hawk is here in a diplomatic and intelligence capacity. We just need to get the word out to keep the peace.
Now what took you so long, Roslyn? I thought you knew how to navigate the DMZ.
You haven't been straight with me about the mission you sent me on, to the lunar colony.
Well, my mission here is over, and I have no further assignments for you, unless you want to make yourself useful for once and give me something this massage droid cannot.
Damn it, Hawk. We know about the Sacred Comet, and we know its trajectory. You sent me to check how close Blakemore was to finding it.
Any violation of the comet of Eshahar would result in the end of any toleration between our races.
Yes, I know. Spare me the lecture. Traitor Tareen, the Okar warrior who wanted to be a cleric. Another anomaly of the DMZ. What strange bedfellows you two make. The Okar consider you an outcast. Why do you care whether we go to war?
I may have pursued a life of religious contemplation, but I would still fight to protect peace. The return of Eshahar and the discovery that it is in danger has reawakened my sense of commitment to my faith and my people.
Interesting. And you obviously found Mr. Roslin receptive to your concerns. If it wasn't for you, I'd leave this godforsaken place once and for all. But I also hate unfinished business. And perhaps I underestimated you from the very beginning. Okay, let me fill you in on some of the details. By all appearances, you have found the comet before Blakemore. Unfortunately, the Okar are also aware of his activities. They are preparing a preemptive strike against GMB's lunar colony.
That would trigger a war.
Indeed. And as it happens, you have found me after appraising the Federal Council of the situation, and they have resolved, quite disappointingly, to let affairs play out on their own. I asked to parley with Emissary Sareth in order to buy time and allow me to handle GMB myself. However, communications have suddenly ceased. There is a sub-faction of Okar hardliners agitating for war. My suspicions lead me to believe that they have something to do with this.
I get the feeling you have the need for another covert operation.
You and Tareen might be the key to solving this impasse. It's not like I can go in with a fleet cruiser, guns blazing. This would get me the leverage I need to stop Blakemore. As previously agreed, you would receive full amnesty. You get to keep your base, and you gain free passage out of the DMZ.
Tareen, what do you think? You up for this?
I do not expect to receive much welcome from my kind. I am the errant example that spawnlings are warned of.
You're still an Okar. Even if I reach the emissary, he has no reason to listen to me. But together, might just be curious enough to hear us out.
Perhaps. Of course, whether we can reach the emissary alive is another question.
So, Tareen, what can you tell me about these Okar hardliners?
They call themselves Okar Prime. They seek to reclaim all space lost by the arrival of the Colonials. Any opportunity to trigger a new war would suit their purposes perfectly. Their sentiments do not reflect those of the Okar majority, however, who are happy to remain in a separated peace.
Damn it, Adam, what's taking you so long? I got Maddox breathing down my neck, and he is kicking up a stink.
Hey, Delia, the Commissioner sent us to make contact with the Okar about the situation. Sit tight. I'll keep you posted. Corvette looks fairly official. Must be the emissaries.
Indeed, it bears the holy insignia.
And those force field emitters don't look very peaceful to me.
That must be the work of the aforementioned Okar Prime. The Commissioner's suspicions have been proven correct.
Hailing Clerical Corvette. This is a colonial delegation on a diplomatic mission.
Your authority, your treaties, your lies, and your filthy presence have no place here.
We only wish to speak with Emissary Sareth. We come on behalf of Commissioner Hawk bearing a request.
There will be no negotiating. Turn back and keep to your own affairs. You have been warned.
We won't leave until we've delivered our message.
If your request was death, then we shall be sure to make you satisfied.
Tareen, can you provide a distraction while I figure out a way through this force field?
You can count on me, Adam.
Authorities to let them know a high-ranking official has been taken hostage.
They would react, certainly. Perhaps this is a sensible course of action.
Well, I can't contact them myself. Hive, are you able to access the Corvette's comm system?
It appears that it has been disabled. I detect disconnected comms tech floating in the vicinity. If you wish to reactivate the comm system, collect all the associated parts. I will highlight them for you once the force field is down.
Okay, yeah. Use all the help we can get, even if it's Okar authorities. can try to repair the comm system now.
Its comm system is functional again. It now needs to be powered up. I will use your booster's energy to power up the system. You must remain close in order for this to work. Its comm system is functional again. It now needs to be powered up. I will use your booster's energy to power up the system. You must remain close in order for this to work. The system and dispatched an emergency broadcast.
This is like the old days of analog.
You take a weakling's approach by summoning the authorities to your aid.
They're disengaging. This is our chance to get on board. Hailing clerical corvette. Do you read me? We are on a diplomatic mission and request access to the emissary.
It appears that we must force entry. It may be that the hardliners still have control of the Corvette.
You brought a stick to a gunfight? These are dangerous extremists we're taking on here, Tareen.
This part must be done the way of the old warrior code. Do not harm the ones in robes, and stay behind me. Careful. Best keep your blaster holstered.
I am seeing a side of you I never knew, Tareen.
Okar never forgets his training.
You are the traitor we've heard of. The one who left the brood to become a menial merchant to the humans.
I have become something you cannot understand. And now I will not allow you to stand in the way of peace with the humans.
The talk of a coward. You want to settle this the traditional way, after you abandon your chosen path.
I am my own master. You are but a slave to the warrior code.
I see before me such things as I could not have foreseen.
Your Eminence, I am Tareen, and this is my companion, Adam Roslin.
Tareen, of course. I am familiar with your story, so you have decided to return to us?
Not exactly. We have come bearing a message from Commissioner Hawk of the Colonial Fleet.
Eshahar is under threat from the humans.
The Comet is under threat from rogue agents who do not represent us. The Commissioner sent us to plead for more time before an Okar intervention. She sends assurances that this problem can be solved internally among us Colonials.
You are known to us too, Adam Roslin. Indeed, we have encountered you a number of times in quite a variety of contexts. Tell me, why do you care about the Okar, of whom you have killed so many?
I understand there are peaceful elements to your society. I have just never met them before.
And of Eshahar, what do you know?
I have learned from Tareen that it is sacred to you.
Sacred, indeed. The spirits of our ancestors are embedded in its ancient stones. Twice in each generation they pass to share their visions of the past, present, and future. But perhaps you know this. Perhaps you have been touched by Eshahar. Tareen, I commend you and your friend for your noble interference. It was timely. Relay to the Commissioner that the Grand Master shall be informed. And we shall stay our hand, at least for the time being. And Tareen, should you ever wish to return to us, a clerical vocation is still open to you.
Thank you, Your Eminence.
We will resolve this. You have my word.
Your timely intervention may have altered the disastrous course of our shared history. And thanks to the signal you sent, the authorities will be here shortly. I have informed them of your great assistance.
It was an honor to be of service.
And an honor to meet you. I'll need to update Hawk on the situation. Commissioner Hawk, do you read me?
I hope it's good news, Mr. Roslin.
Your suspicions were correct about hardliners being the reason for the emissary's radio silence. He was being held hostage. We were able to free him, and he has not been harmed.
This suggests tensions between the Okar castes are intensifying, and could sour already strained relations.
For the time being, we've been given assurance that the order will be issued not to attack G&B, as long as G&B do not attempt to touch the Comet. The Grandmaster's proclamation on this should guarantee that none will cross that line.
I hope so. Although we should not presume to test the Okar's toleration further. G&Bs still need to be brought to heel to prevent conflict.
Okar units incoming.
Those are the regular Okar units we summoned. The authorities.
I will be escorted back to the Okar expanse. Godspeed, and may your mission be crowned with success for the sake of Eshahar.
For Eshahar!
We better inform the others what's been going on. Delia, do you read me?
Adam, I was just about to contact you. Maddox left the base just a short time ago. There was nothing we could do to stop him. He took Eduardo, too.
Damn it, Maddox. He's gonna ruin everything. Just hang tight. We'll come back to base and we'll sort this out.